Hi, friends. Meet here. Welcome to a special episode of Still Here, Still Trying. Before Mike jumps in, I want to check in for a second. It has been a week. The internet did what it does, and a lot of voices showed up with a lot of energy. Some supportive, some confused, some loud enough to shake the walls. Here's what I love about Mike. He didn't run from any of it. He didn't hide. He didn't fire back. He sat with it. He thought about it. He listened. He learned. And now he's here, ready to talk through it with you in a calm and honest way. So take a breath with us. Let the noise fade out. You're in a safe space to hear a real human break down a complicated moment with heart and clarity. All right, he's ready. Mike, take it from here.
All right. Well, welcome back to Still Here, Still Trying. I'm Mike Baker. And again, thank you for being here and for supporting the show. Thank you for listening, following, subscribing, and sharing. As a quick reminder, go do all of those things while you're sitting here listening to this special episode. Look, I don't take any of your support for granted. I'm truly grateful for it. So thank you so much. I've just had some time to think the last few days. And things have kind of slowed down. I'm going to talk a little bit about the art show and all the stuff that happened with that. The last week brought it was crazy. It was this wide range of reactions to the art show, and some were thoughtful, some were intense, and some came from frustration that started long before anyone knew who I was. And I want to say this: I understand why people feel protective of their craft and their community. Art is personal, stories are personal, and change brings up fear. So before we get lost in the noise, I wanted to reset the room a little bit. No yelling, no pressure, no assumptions, just some steady, honest conversation about what happened and where my head is now. If you've been confused, hurt, curious, skeptical, supportive, or somewhere in the middle, stay with me. Let's talk like humans and walk through this with some clarity. A few days before the opening, the gallery posted the announcement and everything just exploded. People built entire stories about me before they even saw one piece. They formed opinions based on a single word, AI. And that word carried people into a full panic mode. And all of this happened before anyone had talked to me, before anyone heard why the show existed, before anyone learned who the work honored. And then opening night came, and it was so powerful. It was so cool. The gallery was full. The energy was calm. People walked slowly. They asked questions. They took their time. People were brought to tears as they looked at some of the images. They treated the space with respect. Women who trusted me with their stories stood in front of the pieces and felt proud. My family stood beside me. My friends were there. People were steady and grounded. The difference between the online reaction and the real world experience was massive. The truth showed up in person, not in the comments. Look, I spent a year on this project. I showed up with intention, care, and effort. I didn't claim expertise or status, and I didn't try to take anyone's place. I created because the stories mattered. Some people respected that, and some chose judgment instead. Trying something new should not result in character attacks. Curiosity builds connection, and hostility destroys it. We need more room for people to grow. I'm not looking for praise. All I'm asking for is fairness. Many people reacted without knowing the first thing about my show. Again, they saw AI and filled in the rest with their own fears. They didn't ask what inspired the work. They didn't ask who trusted me with their stories. They didn't even ask why I created this project at all. They just came at me with hurtful, mean comments. This show came from real conversations with women who carried real pain. And those people shared it with me. They trusted me, and they wanted these stories to be seen. The work, it deserved more care than just a rushed opinion. And then this next part, this part matters deeply to me. I wasn't trying to speak for women. The women in my life were involved from the first day. They shaped the work. They shared their experiences. They pushed me to keep going when the internet turned into chaos. And they stood beside me in the gallery with pride. They understood my intention. They knew the purpose behind every piece. And their support matters more than any noise that's online. I wasn't taking anyone's voice. I was honoring the stories that were trusted to me. Many people say that they would have done it differently, and that's okay. But for me and the tribe of women that I worked with, this is how this show evolved. Some people treated me like I was trying to start a movement as well. And that's not my role here. I'm learning new tools. I'm learning guitar. I'm learning how to create physical art. All of it stretches me and all of it challenges me. AI didn't remove the emotion from the work, and it didn't replace effort, and it didn't erase the human element. It helped me reach ideas that I didn't know how to express by hand. And building my first physical piece this week felt incredible. It woke something up inside me, and I want to keep exploring that. And I'm so thankful for the inspiration that I received from all of you out there saying that I needed to engage and create something even more real. So I'm learning, and that's the truth behind it. Okay, next, I want to lay this out here. I think I'm a storyteller first. And this clicked for me during all of this. People, talking about am I an artist? Am I not an artist? Am I in the club, out of the club? I don't know. But it's just none of that matters to me. Like I don't care. Because I think what I really am is I'm a storyteller first. The identity that fits me best really ties to that. The whole goal of this project was to tell a story. And so maybe, just maybe, I'm not going to worry about the title, but if I had to pick one, maybe I can be a storyteller because the stories show up in my music. The stories show up in my lyrics. The stories show up in the images that I create, and the stories show up in every project that I chase. They show up in this podcast. They show up at work. They show up in everything I do. I think telling stories is how we connect as human. And the medium changes, but the purpose stays the same. I want to tell stories that feel human. Stories people gave me permission to share, and stories that help us feel connected again. So again, I'm not here to defend a tool. I am not here chasing a label. I'm just telling the truth in every form that I know. So next, I want to talk about this. I've had several people that are looking for an apology, and I think this has been the hardest part to sort through because I've got some people that believe that I should apologize, and some people believe that I shouldn't apologize at all. And I think the honest place is somewhere between those two. So here's where I land. I am sorry that the announcement landed in a way that felt sudden or confusing. And I'm sorry that people felt unheard or dismissed in those first few days. And I'm sorry that the rollout created chaos for people who were already carrying frustration about AI. I hear that, I recognize that, and I am sorry for that. And I'm not sorry for learning. I'm not sorry for creating with intention. And I'm not sorry for showing up. And I'm not sorry for honoring the women who trusted me. Now, the gallery, this matters. Some of the behavior directed at Blair and the team, I think, crossed the line. They treated everyone with respect. They supported me and the show. They handled all of this with integrity, and they didn't deserve the attacks. Some people, I think, owe them an apology because they deserve better. I'm taking responsibility for my part in the confusion. I'm owning the impact. But again, I'm not apologizing for existing as a creator. And I think you'll understand that. This week showed how much fear sits inside conversations about AI and art. People worry about being replaced, people worry about losing meaning, and people care deeply about their craft. And those feelings matter. I think we can talk about all of this again. I think we can talk clearly. I think we can talk calmly. I think we can talk without burning each other down. Here's what we need, though. I think we need more questions. I think we need more listening. I think we need more patience. I think we need more context. And above all, I think we need more humanity. We need less rage and fewer assumptions. This moment holds room for everyone who wants to stay connected. So here's where I'm landing in all of this. I am still creating, and thank you. Thank you for pushing me to still create and to challenge me to create something with my own hands. I'm still learning. I love that you've challenged me to start some physical work and actually, do that. That's really cool. I'm still honoring the stories that are trusted to me, and I'm not stepping back from growth because things got loud. I feel ideas forming again. I feel curiosity building again. I see other ways that I can tell a different story. And I feel that creative spark waking back up. And that energy came from all of you, even the people who were angry, even the trolls, even the people who came at me with sharp edges. You pushed me, you challenged me, and at the end of the day, you made me better. And you inspired me to create my first piece. You sparked new ideas, and you opened a part of my brain that I didn't know that I needed. And guess what? I'm not done. I'm going to keep exploring. I'm going to keep growing. And I hope everyone who touched this moment grows too. Let's all walk out of this better than when we walked in. So I want to wrap this up, but thank you to everyone who came to the show. Thank you to everyone who asked questions. Thank you to everyone who supported the gallery. Thank you to everyone who chose kindness. Thank you to the people who challenged me. And thank you to the people who didn't hold back. You taught me something important about who I am and who I want to be. Because I'm still here, I'm still trying, and I'm still growing. We'll talk more soon, but thank you for being here with me tonight. All right, I'm going to send you out tonight with the title track off of a really cool album I released a little while ago. It's called Invisible Wars. Again, listen to the lyrics. You heard me talk about being a storyteller. The lyrics in this song definitely tell a story, and all of the songs on the album have a great story to tell. So check it out. I hope you enjoy it. Again, thanks for being here tonight. I hope this helped. I hope we dialed down the temperature just a little bit. I'm looking forward to seeing so many of you on Saturday for an in-person conversation where I think we can find a way to get to know each other even better and find our way through this. So anyway, take care.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I smile when I don't know why. Like to keep the tears inside. Everybody's got their camouflage. The truth don't need a disguise. You pull away like a ghost in the room, scrolling your phone just to hide the gloom. But the silence is louder than any song, and I know that you've been holding on. You don't have to carry every stone. Bruises don't mean you're alone. We're all fighting invisible war, punching the air behind closed doors. But maybe that's just how we grow. I don't have the answers, but I know you're not alone. I talk big, but I don't have a clue. Half the time I'm just faking it too. Yeah, the world says strong, but I say scared. Still I'll sit right here, I'm not going anywhere. You don't have to carry every stone. Bruises don't mean you're alone. We're all fighting invisible war, punching the air behind closed doors. But maybe Maybe scars just sketch who we are. Maybe hope is loud